Good morning, everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about two oceanic hazards, that is tsunamis and cyclones. First of all, what is natural disaster? Natural disasters are phenomena that occur without human intervention, often with devastating consequences. Among the most destructive are tsunamis and cyclones, which wreak havoc on coastal regions and islands. Understanding the hazards associated with these events is crucial for preparedness and mitigation efforts. This presentation will delve into the distinct characteristics, causes, and impacts of each item and explore how communities can prepare to face them. Okay, now the tsunamis. Tsunamis are large ocean waves. Okay, large oceanic waves generated by sudden displacement of the ocean floor. Okay, despite their relatively low frequency, they pose a significant threat due to their immense destructive power and ability to travel across entire ocean basins. Okay, basically they form due to the earthquake on the sea floor or seabed. Okay, now genesis of tsunamis. Underwater earthquakes, the most common cause, the movement of tectonic plates beneath the ocean floor, creates massive waves that propagate across the ocean. Then volcanic eruptions. Explosive eruptions beneath or near the ocean surface displace large volumes of water, generating tsunamis that radiate outwards. Landslides. Submarine landslides triggered by seismic activity or coastal erosion displace water and generate tsunamis capable of causing widespread destruction. These are main causes of tsunamis: underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and landslides. Okay, now the mechanisms of a tsunami. Wave speed travels at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour, that is 800 km per hour in deep ocean water. Wavelength. Unlike ordinary waves, tsunamis have long wavelengths which can stretch hundreds of kilometers. And wave height. While appearing small in the open ocean, they can grow into towering walls of water as they approach the shore. These are the mechanisms of ocean tsunamis. Now, the destruction of tsunamis, the destruction caused by tsunamis: loss of life, infrastructure damage, environmental damage. Loss of life. The sudden and powerful inundation of coastal areas results in significant loss of life, especially in densely populated regions. Infrastructure damage destroys buildings, roads, bridges, and other critical infrastructure, causing extensive economic and social disruption. Environmental damage severely impacts coastal habitats like coral reefs, mangroves, and estuaries, leading to long-term ecological consequences. Now, the another oceanic hazards, cyclone. Then cyclones. Cyclones, also known as hurricanes or typhoons, are powerful tropical storms characterized by strong winds, heavy rainfall, and storm surges. These intense weather systems cause widespread destruction, and particularly in coastal regions. Okay, now the main cause of or influencing factors of a cyclone are warm ocean water. Cyclones derive their energy from warm ocean waters, typically with sea surface temperatures of 26 degrees Celsius or higher. Coriolis effect. The Earth's rotation causes cyclones to spin counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere, giving them their characteristic spiral shape. Low atmospheric pressure. From around areas of low pressure where warm moist air rises and cools, condensing into clouds and releasing latent heat, fueling the storms. Now the mechanism of a cyclone. Wind speed, characterized by strong winds that can exceed 74 miles per hour, that is 119 km per hour. The eye of the storm. At the center is the eye, a region of calm weather surrounded by a ring of intense thunderstorms. Size can vary in size with large storms spanning hundreds of kilometers across and lasting for days. Okay, these are the mechanisms of a cyclone. The consequences of a cyclone: wind damage. High winds uproot trees, damage buildings, and disrupt transportation and communication networks. Flooding. Heavy rainfall and storm surges lead to extensive flooding, inundating coastal areas and damaging infrastructure and agriculture. Then humanitarian crisis displaces thousands of people and leading to shortage of food, water, and medical supplies, and increasing the risks of disease outbreaks. Okay, forging resilience, humanities stand. While tsunamis and cyclones are formidable, they are not insurmountable. Understanding this phenomena allows us to develop strategies to mitigate their impact, protect our communities, and build a more resilient future. The key lies in preparedness and response. Okay, now tsunami preparedness, early warning systems, installing tsunami detection buoys and robust warning systems to provide crucial evacuation time, community education, public education on risks, evacuation procedures and emergency supplies, land use planning, implementing zoning regulations and building codes to restrict development in high-risk areas. Similarly, cyclone preparedness, evacuation planning, developing clear routes, shelters and emergency communication systems. Storm surge protection, constructing seawalls, levees and other coastal defenses to mitigate storm surges. Disaster relief recovery, planning for timely and coordinated assistance, including food, water, and medical care. Okay, now the comparison between tsunami and cyclone. On the basis of origin, tsunamis are originated in underwater displacement, seismic and volcanic activities. Cyclone, atmospheric conditions like warm water and low pressure. On the basis of form, tsunami series of long wavelength ocean waves and cyclones are large rotating storm systems. Key forces, massive water inundation, cyclone high-speed winds and storm surges. Warning time in tsunami, minutes to hour, and in cyclone, days. Primary threat zone in tsunami, coastlines and low-lying coastal areas. Cyclones, broad coastal and inland regions. Tsunamis are large ocean waves caused by underwater events, while cyclones are intense tropical storms characterized by strong winds, heavy rainfall, and storm surges. Tsunamis from the deep and cyclones from the skies are formidable forces of nature. While their origins and characteristics differ, our defense remains the same: a deep understanding of their threat, a commitment to robust early warning and infrastructure, and the empowerment of communities through education. Effective preparedness is the ultimate measure of our resilience. That's all for today. If you have any doubt or inquiry, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.